Mental Health Monday. After today's Mental Health Monday, I expect you to know more about sword fighting, about chess, and some of this insight might also help with the females. What do all those things have in common? You're gonna find out. This is where I would put an intro. On social media, we're bombarded with how great everybody's fucking life is, yeah? Just me casually with my friends, all maked up and looking amazing, or just a beautiful day and reading a book, and they've taken the photo 6 million times and have a filter on. I do not pretend to be a winner with you people. I am exactly the battling, some days I'm good, some days I'm bad. Fuck, I shot Mental Health Monday after the bloody cat died, and I'm just like, I'm holding my shit together, like it's okay. There's an immense push on social media and in real life for image, and to always look good, and to always look strong, and to always look capable. And today, I'm gonna explain to you why that's not necessarily the best way to approach life at all times. Firstly, none of us are perfect. I mean, except me. We all have our foibles, we all have our idiosyncrasies, and we all have our weaknesses. A lot of people go through their lives trying to cover up or hide their weaknesses, not just from the outside world, but from themselves. A certain level of self-awareness can result in us finding out things about ourselves that can then serve us. They don't necessarily need to be weaknesses. Depression. Things get dark for me. When that happens, I like pull away and I cloister up and what have you, and I just don't want to people. I don't even want to myself. I would rather be dead sometimes. For example, I'm a people person to a point, and I used to think I was a people person all the time, and I'm just cool and blah and blah, and I've realized as I have become more aware of myself and have spent more time just with myself, I've concluded I get social anxiety from time to time. Sometimes the battery is just not there to interact with humans correctly, and when there's a lot of them, I actually hate it. I get a lot of joy talking one-on-one to somebody, maybe 3 people. 4 is my limit. At that point, I'm either performing a bit, telling a story, or I'm in the corner not talking to people, because I don't like surface level conversation. I find it quite draining, and the more people you try and accommodate in a conversation, it robs it of its depth. As I've learned this, I avoid those situations, because if I don't, I act a bit funny, or I completely shut down instead of going, oh no, it's fine, and just pushing the persona forward and just constantly being, yeah man. It's easier for me to withdraw, know that it's just a thing that I don't like doing and don't really want to do, and frankly, I don't have to do it. And if I didn't have that dialogue with myself, that awareness of self, I wouldn't be able to do that. How does this awareness of one's weaknesses, and the key word here is vulnerabilities, help in fighting? The ultimate show of strength is actually found in knowing one's own weaknesses, and 2, being able to put those weaknesses out in front of somebody so that they can take advantage of them. This is called inviting the attack. When you fight somebody, you are giving them as little surface area as possible, and your diamond, when my sword is up here, this is a stick, basically blocking this side of me. It's very unlikely that someone can come for a hit and hit this side of me. Same with over here, this side is now most protected. Same goes for down here, it's the leg. Down here, the other side. In combat, if I've got this really tight guard, all of me is behind that one quadrant of the diamond. The opponent is not going to come and get me. But if I, say, hang my sword like this, I'll show you a clip, and open myself up. I know that if I keep this side open, and I'm offering this weakness here, now I'm taking a risk by exposing this vulnerability to my opponent. But I have a decent guess as to what sort of strike is going to be coming at me. And because I know that ahead of time, I'm able to plan for it. But more importantly, if I am constantly like this, and hiding as protected as I can be, 1, nobody's gonna take the risk to attack, ergo, we're just gonna both stand there like little, and also, it's fake. The more you hide behind armor, the less real you are. And this armor can be actual armor in combat, or it can be the mask that we wear in our day-to-day and online. The same idea of inviting an attack in chess, much the same. I'm going to put a piece of mine in a vulnerable position, give it to you for free, because I know that it's going to pull your queen out of here, and in 3 moves, that bitch is mine.
Not sorry about it.
How do we apply this understanding of our own weakness and putting our weaknesses out into the world? How does this apply to the Wahines? Well, son. This invitation of the attack, this awareness of vulnerability, it is a demonstration of, one, I know that I am not invincible. And despite the fact that I know that I am not invincible, I'm willing to put those very things that could destroy me up front, because I am not afraid of death and I'm not afraid of what you can do to me. I think it's still socially expected, and this is why I find Bumble hilarious as a concept. The dude makes the first move. Now, I did not write these rules. I'm going to try and hypothesize why these rules might exist, okay? Because nobody went and made that decision. I think it's a biological, psychological phenomenon that we see, and it's just part of the ebb and flow of boy-girl shit. Again, not excluding anybody. You do you, boo. I don't care. When a boy goes up to a girl and he asks her out or sparks a conversation, that is a deeply terrifying experience. That is, your heart is typically here in your throat and it's going, especially when you really, like somebody. To make that initiation, and it has to be in person, because if you do it through a screen and fucking text them, it's like that show of bravery, not bravado, that show of bravery is missed. Because you are, by doing that, respectfully and not in a dickish, stupid way of going, oh, you got real nice, but to just actually be able to speak to somebody and own the fact that what you're doing is not just a polite conversation to ask about sports, but I am approaching you as a dude, to you as a dudette, to say I think you are pretty, or you look interesting, or I like your tattoos, whatever. I am handing this human being that I am speaking to a statement of intent, and I am displaying weakness because I'm saying, this is what I feel and think, do with it what you will. Now she may take it and go, well, that's really nice, sorry, I'm not interested, and hand it back to you. She might go, huh, that is interesting. Now that you mention it, I wouldn't mind seeing where this goes. Or, and this can and does happen, and this is why this act of vulnerability and act of putting yourself forward is, one, terrifying, but two, a real demonstration of bravery, boldness, whatever. It's a good biological signal to her that you are maybe not a cowering little bitch that's hiding behind a mask of fakeness, that you're a real human being, because she has the opportunity to just go, ew, what are you, some sort of creep?
Already dead.
Right in front of you. And it hurts, and it sucks. Sometimes you walk away feeling like absolute garbage. The same goes for the leaning in for the first kiss. It's terrifying, it's horrifying. She could just slap you across the face, or she could walk away, or ah ha ha, you're such a great friend. Whatever. It is in that moment of freefall where you are as real as you can be, exposing an immense amount of vulnerability. You're demonstrating, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of what you would do. Yeah, it would suck, but I'll be able to shrug it off. And that there is strength. That there is genuine strength. That's how it relates to the ladies. I see my weakness, I know my weakness, and I'm presenting it to the world, knowing full well that it could backfire. But I'm not scared. And if that's not bravery, I don't know what is. You've stuck it here to the end. I love you, thank you. If you liked this and got something out of it, tell me. Until next week, Mental Health Monday.